Hello, Ruba Salih from the School of Oriental and African Studies in London. You were speaking about the pressure that is put by neoliberalism policies on young women in the South Mediterranean. Can you tell us more about this?
Yes, we have been engaged in reading these country reports in the last few months, and the research that emerges from the reports across the 6 countries involved in this research for the Power2Youth shows that across all of these contexts, women are under very heavy pressure to perform work in highly flexible, precarious and exploitative conditions. And this happens especially because there has been a shrinking of this public sector due to structural adjustment policies, due to requirements by the global economic restructuring. And we know that the public sector and the state sector was traditionally one of the areas where women worked. So the shrinking of this sector, coupled with global-oriented markets and economy in these developing countries, meant that women very often are required to engage in these areas of labor that are very precarious and very exploitative. On the other hand, women are also still quite under heavy pressure by patriarchal structures and expectations about their gender roles. And so they very often have to combine or negotiate across these 2 sets of constraints.
And you gave this example of a big paradox in Morocco, which is quite symbolical of what you're saying and illustrates the case about these ninja women. Who are they?
Yes, this is a research that is being conducted right now about women who are working in the Berkane area in rural Morocco, in the east of Morocco. They work in the orangeries. They're collecting oranges under very heavy, harsh conditions. They are basically paid very little wages, and they're subject to very heavy sexual abuses when they go to work. So this means that very often they are obliged to wear this type of clothing that is called, that's why they are defined ninja, that covers their faces, which is not at all a religious type of clothing. It's just sort of to be hidden from the public so that their husbands wouldn't know, or the village of where they are from wouldn't know who exactly these women who are going to work that day are. And so the husbands, the men of their families, are happy to send them to work so far as they are covered. So the shame doesn't touch them, and the honor is preserved. And so this is an example that is very extreme of how women are under huge pressure to negotiate across 2 sets of very heavy constraints, engaging in a labor market that doesn't offer them any protection. If anything, it offers very highly exploitative conditions, in addition to sexual abuse as a form of control and repression on the one hand, and families and cultural context that in a way still expects them to be modest and docile, but needs their wages to survive. So women are in these ambivalent, contradictory, very sad circumstances, obliged to engage in this type of hiding of themselves.
Thank you, Ruba.
Thank you.